Hey guys, welcome back for another video, and today I am super excited to share the top 5 Fearcrafted teams that I have come up with over my entire experience of 3v3. The first team, being the most recent one, is Jango Fett, Bastila Fallen, and Sunfac. This team is amazing because Jango Fett does a lot of damage, and plus damage immunity and Bounty Hunter's Resolve. He's unstoppable if you just let him run for long enough. Then there's Bastila Fallen, who inflicts fear and debuffs, and if you can get Shock out and then do Wild Lightning, I'm sorry to say it, but your opponents are all gone. Then there's Sunfac, who takes all of the damage, and I would put another tank, maybe a pre-taunt, but yeah, tanks are very hard to come by that are actually useful in this game. Like Zeb, he's okay, but I use him for my Phoenix 3v3, so... But Zeb doesn't even taunt. So, yeah, and then there's Plo Koon and a ton of others, like Mace Windu, who for sure are crappy characters, but they also don't even taunt, so what's the point in them? Like, I don't understand. So, I mean, Sunfac is awesome. And then you could bring in Brute if you wanted to, because you could bring in Brood Alpha, but that just seems like a lot of work to me. Sunfac, I think, is the best option. Also, the Brood one takes away another team, being Geos, so... Sunfac and Poggle, as you can see from this earlier team, I don't use them for my Geos, so I would recommend that. I would recommend these two teams with them. Next, Boba Fett, Mission, and Zalbar. I cannot tell you enough that this is a defensive team. I'm not sure if I said it before. I might have said it in an earlier GAC review video, which I would recommend. Maybe after this video, you can go check them out. But I would definitely recommend this on defense because there's no banner recovery other than Zalbar constantly gaining health back, but Mission and Boba just don't gain it back. So, yeah, Mission is the huge damage here. And then there's Boba Fett with Bounty Hunter's Resolve. Is just amazing. So I would highly recommend that. It's also very helpful if you have Contract, because his Contract makes Boba Fett really awesome. For the next team, it is Poggle, IG-88, and Chopper. I would also recommend this team on defense, as people just these days underestimate Poggle and his droid leadership. So, yeah. I would put it on defense. Poggle for the lead and the ability blocks. Those ability blocks, man, are amazing. So, have fun having your opponents not use their special abilities. Then there's IG-88, who just crits. He just does a ton of damage. Then there's Chopper. He's kind of a taunt to take away because IG-88 is one of those more flimsy characters. So if you can take the damage away from him and put it on Chopper, who actually has, if I'm remembering correctly, has good health recovery. And then there's, Poggle's Droid Lead is amazing for early game. People just don't expect that early game. So, highly recommend this team. This team, depending on the droid you put with Poggle, this team, these two droids you can get very early on, which is why I'm recommending them. But if you have separatists, then yeah, I would put those with Poggle. Next is a timeout team. Juhani as being my tankiest character right now. I put her here, but basically you just want to put tanks in here. So, yeah. But Stormtrooper Han, because his leader, applies to all allies. That's really amazing, because that means you can put dark side characters, light side characters. Doesn't matter. Kendris Ordo, even though he's technically an attacker, he does a lot of damage. I mean, of course, because he's an attacker, but he also takes a lot of hits, which is awesome. So, because normally attackers aren't thick enough to just take stuff. Like Ezra, you can maybe hit him once with Dark Trooper. Gone. So this team, you really want tanks. You really want, like, the thickest tanks you can get. And maybe Jolie Bindo, even though he's not technically a tank. If you can relic him, he's just super thick. Yeah. Highly recommend this team. This is a more defensive team, as it's a timeout team. So, yeah. The next one, Bastila Shan and Kanan Jarrus. Throw any other character here, then, yeah. Unless you have, like, a character that deals mark, like, Jedi Knight Revan, who can avoid Kanan's pre-taunt, because as you probably don't know, he pre-taunts under Bastila Shan. So, yeah. You can have a pre-taunt, like, this is a pretty cheap pre-taunt, too. Like, you can get Sith Empire Trooper, but, like, that's kind of a later game character. So, yeah. Then you can put, like, Wampa if you have Wampa. You can just put any character that does a lot of damage here in this third slot. I would recommend a Jedi, as there's the Bastila Shan lead, but it can be anyone. So, this team is a wild card team. So, yeah. That wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you drop a sub and drop a like if you found this video helpful. And I'll see you guys in another video.